Yo, guys, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Today is a video. It's gonna be a little bit short, not short, but like, I mean, it's obviously a still, a full call here, by the way, regardless. But I wanted to kind of go over this call with you guys specifically because this client here, it was a little weird. The client it isn't weird. It's just like the call itself, like in general, was kind of weird. So I just want to kind of like go through everything with you guys. Show you guys exactly what I've done, what you guys could do to be obviously better. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it here, guys.
Doing good. Just chilling outside.
Cool. Where you at right now? Are you just outside, just chilling?
Yeah, I'm just chilling out in my apartment.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So I know we had a call about like 2 hours earlier before, so it's great that we're on a Zoom now. But basically, before we dive in, I know I believe I mentioned to you we have about like 15 to 25 minutes here. I know this is more like a discovery, see if there is an alignment with us. So I guess the goal of today's Zoom is pretty simple, and is to obviously like understand your operations a little bit more clearly. See if we're even able to help out at all on where you're looking to optimize. And obviously, if it does make sense, then we can definitely move further. If not, then we can definitely end off the meeting here on good terms. If that sounds great.
Yeah, this is just like the setting the frame aspect of the call here. Nothing to worry about.
What to say?
Okay.
Cool. So let me just pull.
That laugh, though, kind of like made me realize, like it came and it gave me a thought. I'm like, why the fuck did he just laugh at that? So that's when it kind of gave me a red flag because it feels like he's not really taking this serious.
Notes here. So I know you mentioned that you're using Zapier, and then you also have other automations in place as well. But the only specific thing that you're kind of like looking for right now is to like streamline like the internal process, right? So kind of like sending over like messages and just notifying you that a new lead or a new appointment or a new client has booked on with you. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of looking for like a receptionist. You guys don't do that. You guys are kind of the automation guys, right?
We do. Yeah. I mean, we have. Are you looking for like an AI receptionist? Because
No, dude, I already have an.
Also, very minor subtle thing as well, guys. On calls, you want to act. You want to act very monotone because if they're like, "Oh, you guys don't do receptionists, right?" and you're like, "Oh yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do," then you're gonna come off as like desperate, and they're like, "Oh, these guys don't really get on calls with a lot of people." Right? So you want to kind of like act monotone, and you want to be excited, when they move forward with you. Be like, oh, I'm like super pumped for you guys to work with us, but make sure that when you're talking to them, just keep at like a general monotone like a tonality. That way they think that you're typically on calls with a lot of people, and you're used to answering all the questions that these people ask. If that makes sense.
Yeah, receptionist. I need a human.
Okay, so what do you mean by like in terms of like receptionist? You're just looking for like a human receptionist, essentially?
Yeah. Well, I have the AI one, and that works for the most part. But sometimes it kind of gets like it can't answer some questions, and it kind of loses sales quite often. Because I can only put in questions, and then like I constantly update it, and it doesn't have a soul. So I mean, people like when they feel the soul, and it's like I want like a nice lady with no accent, basically, to just talk to these people. Because like sometimes people even think the AI is a real person, and then she'll say like some AI shit. And they're like, "What's wrong with this person?" Like, because it sounds pretty realistic, and they don't know it's an AI.
Are you using 11 Labs, or what are you using for like your AI receptionist?
Well, I use 11 Labs to make my like my voicemail guy. He like says his spiel, and then they leave a message. But I just realized like he talks so slow. I did like a meditation setting, and he's like, I don't know, he sounds like low key kind of creepy if you call him my number and hear it. So I'm like, I don't love that. I gotta fix that. Probably me would be better. Me just be doing it. Like for example, today I'm at the gym. I turned off Smith AI. Because I was in overage, so I had 50 calls I could use. I'm at like 69 or something, and they charged me $12.40 per overcharge. So it's like 20 calls, and like some of these people were just spamming me when I was in Aruba, and it was just going to the Smith AI. So I got full screen on that. That Smith AI is not great. Kind of sucks. Grasshopper, terrible phone lines. A lot of problems with those guys. And then
I'll let you guys take a few seconds here, like 10 seconds, to kind of like tell yourself what I did wrong, right? So I'll give you guys 10 seconds on. Try to find something that I did wrong here. All right. So I know that wasn't 10 seconds, but the biggest thing that I fucked up on here is I'm going out of frame. He's just yapping. I set the frame, but he's just yapping, but I'm not going through my script. So he's just talking a bunch of nonsense, and I'm just, touching upon those nonsense, which is good. But you want to make sure that you go through full script. So this is where you could be like, okay, gotcha. Just to get some clarity though, XYZ, 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 and then just going through your script that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they charged me $10,000 because they did my monthly fee. Whatever, it's besides the point. Yeah, sorry. Where were we?
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, right? I'm just to give you some context. It's great that you have an AI receptionist, but I mean, in terms of that,
And he forgot what he was gonna say. That's another red flag.
I mean, do you have it where it's like if they're not able to answer specific questions, right? Let's say someone calls and they ask a question and the AI is not able to answer that specific question. Now, where does that typically like pan out? Like, do they just like end the call there, or do they like transfer over the call to like a different person to kind of like escalate that?
Also, like from my other videos, keep your questions short and simple, man. Don't overcomplicate things.
Or like,
Yeah, there's like no system in place. Like they'll like just get mad, and then I'll try to call them back when I realize what's going on. I'll call them and like clarify. But it kind of sucks. I don't really have anything in place. I need like an actual like, I don't want to say manager, but like kind of a manager. Like I need somebody to like handle that shit for me because like I'm doing shit all day and I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But the thing that the AI can't do that I need is like book the appointments like with the therapist because they need to confirm with the therapist that they're available for the job.
Okay.
So there's a multi-step that happens. So they call, they ask, they want this and that. It gets the transcript of that, and then I get the transcript in my email from FormScreen.
Okay.
And then from there, it automatically now goes into the little app that I made that then displays the booking requests to my team, and then they can confirm, and then they can book it from there into MassageBook software, and then they can check out with MassageBook as well on their phone once they go to the appointment. That's the system I have right now. Yeah, but it's kind of the back end is a new thing now. Like I just made the back end, and like it kind of sucks. I mean, I couldn't even find the files to the app because Claude made a hidden folder that only Claude knows where it is. So I was like looking in my files and I couldn't find it anywhere. I talked to Claude again, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like that was in a hidden file only I know about. I found it in like an old chat we had, and then he pulled it up. I'm like, okay, can you pull those out and put them in a regular folder? So now I have a regular folder. So now I can update the app with like new instructions. So right now I'm working on adding a security layer, which I'll probably not be able to do.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have your backend systems already built out. It just needs a little more optimizing to kind of like get to that next step, right? I mean, you already have the receptionist. There's obviously some things that, just from based on this conversation so far, it seems like, there's some optimizations that need to go into that receptionist to make it more streamlined. Your booking processes, right? Obviously notifying you that new lead has booked on. Like, I mean, you already have that in place, but just kind of like optimizing that more. So it seems like you already have everything in place. You just don't know how to kind of like optimize it to a little bit more where it's like, it's fully there, or like fully systemized, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, in terms of that, I mean, it also sounds like you're already bringing on clients. I mean, I know you mentioned that you're not really doing any sort of marketing. Are they all from just referrals or just like from pre-existing clients?
I'm the number one like reviewed in the States. So like on Google My Business, I'm way up there on Google My Business, and the website's doing ranking pretty well as well. So I don't know, it's kind of just been up there. I've been doing it for 3 years, and yeah, asked people for Google reviews for a while, and so I got all those reviews. But now I have like a large team of therapists, so I send them out to do all the mobile sessions. And then I'm just handling everything. Like if the therapist has trouble like checking out, I'm the person who has to try to like teach them how to do it. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking for like a manager, honestly, because like the automations like I can do, I can make them. But maybe since I know how to make automations, maybe I'd make more money making automations for other businesses.
All right, this is where I kind of fucked up and I lost so much time. At this point, you just have to tell yourself that this guy has zero clue on what he wants to do, and just kind of tell him and bring him to the realization of like, okay, like it's either you go into this or you go into that full time. Okay, you can't do both at the same time because it's going to be way too chaotic. So this is where you had to, this is where like I should have just drew the line and just moved on with my day, put him on my long-term nurture, send him a free, send him over a few resources, but I didn't. I tried to drag it on, and I tried to close a sale that would have never even closed.
I mean, that's definitely a good route to take.
That's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, well, we never really obviously we do create automations and we do marketing for other specific like clinics, practices, home service-based businesses. But just kind of like coming back from like where you're at on your side, it's like I don't really feel like it's more of like a volume issue for like clients because like you mentioned, you already bring in clients. So I feel like it's more of like a time delegation thing where if you just kind of delegate more of your time outside of just working within the business, then yeah, I mean, who knows? You can also create automations for other businesses. If that's
I'd like to also make a personal trainer business. I already have some of my massage therapists do that as well. And I want to do in-home personal training. So I need to make another system for that business. So yeah, I can work on that. But do you guys do email marketing or like? Because I do Google ads and I do Meta ads. The most profitable Google ads I found have been for chair massage. Like for example, today I got a $5,000 booking for $4 spent on Google ads.
Okay. That's really good.
For a chair massage events. And then I had a golf club, country club is doing an event, and they have 160 people that all need a 15-minute massage. So it's 40 hours of chair massage. So then I send that out to my team on the group chat, and they're all like fighting for it. So I got that filled.
Okay.
So yeah, the chair massage is the most profitable. So I mean, any ideas you have on like how I can scale that up, like whether it's marketing or whatever. But I mean, I already do cold emails, so I have a chair massage membership that's it's $1,111, and then we add a 20% gratuity on it automatically. And that's recurring every month. So I target companies offering that, and then it comes with 10 hours of chair massage, and they can split that up with like, you know, two therapists, 5 hours each, or whatever they want to do. Yeah, so I mean, I'm trying to scale that up for sure. So
Okay, so you have like multiple other businesses as well that you want to scale up, like besides Serenity Mobile. Is that right?
no, it is Serenity Mobile. We do chair massage as well, stable massage.
Oh, okay, so like different services and different offers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Everything. I mean, I want to do personal training, and yeah, we could do everything. I don't care.
Okay, cool. I mean, that I guess that explains why I can't really like answer specific questions, because there's a lot of things going on and a lot of people have different questions. So
I mean, especially the chair massage stuff. I mean, for example, like today,
Yeah.
I was at the gym. I just turned off Smith AI, so I get the call, and it's a lady, and I have terrible reception, and I'm trying to talk to her, and it's cutting in and out, and then she's like, "Yeah, I need the 160 massages at the country club." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I like run outside and try to get like good reception so I can talk to her. And then I'm like, "Well, fill out the chair massage request form." So then she sends out that. So now I have that form. So yeah, but I just don't want to have to run outside the gym and sprint for the job, you know? Like, but like an AI, like I don't want an AI talking to a $5,000 client. Like, it's worth it to have a human talk to them.
Yeah.
But they can answer the easy questions and stuff like at the beginning, but I want it to go to a human like after. But the problem is with like the Smith AI or the Ruby AI or whatever, it never goes out to the same person every time that like understands my business. It's like someone in the world that like works for their company, and they have like a data sheet of some stuff, but like they don't really know, and they can't. If you call back, you're talking to someone totally different now that doesn't know what's going on either. So it's not a good solution either. And so I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I mean 100%. So here's what I can do then. Let me show you my screen, just because I know I promised that I'd show you exactly, you know, a little bit of how our processes work. So let me share my screen. I know you're on your phone right now, but let me know if you're able to see my screen here.
Wait, what does this meeting is being live streamed mean? Does that mean it's like on the internet?
No. It's just for me and my team. So it's not being live streamed. Yeah, it's just a recording for just me, so I can always look back. And if you want to also look at the meeting, I can also send it to you. So, but yeah, it's not live streamed. So basically, just from everything in general, I'm gonna just come back here if you're able to still see my screen. This is essentially how like one of our AI inbound voice receptionists work, right? I know you mentioned that you already have a receptionist. It doesn't really like answer the questions that very good. It doesn't transfer over calls as well. So basically, how this.
And here's another thing. He mentioned literally earlier in the call that he has a voice receptionist, but he needs a human to do it for him. And he already has an AI that does it for him, which doesn't really work for him. So, what you should have hit on, what I should have hit on, was what we could have done to better optimize it, or second of all, just tell him straight up, look, this isn't a good fit. You're obviously thinking of doing something else that we can't do at all.
Works is it works in two sequences, right? So obviously I'll start with pillar one, where I know most of the time, most businesses do get lots of like spammy calls where, you know, a lot of people spam call, you know, a lot of people just kind of like cold call. This is where we also have our receptionist pretty much built out, where we limit those spam calls, right? Because obviously, you know, there is a limit to how many calls an AI receptionist is able to take monthly. Like you mentioned, I know you said something about like 50 calls or something, and if it passes 50, it charges you like $12 per.
Yeah, and they should filter out the spam calls, because if I get 5 calls in a row from the same number, to charge the $12.50 each time is like theft.
Yeah.
Like that's absurd.
Well, I mean, I've never heard of that before at all. Like, I mean, the fact that you're getting charged $12.50 per a call
with AI.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, for us, the system that we build out, and from the developers that we build out, the AI from, it's like 0.0012 cents per minute on a call. It's not like $12 after 50 calls. So that's the first time I've heard that, which is really weird. And yes, like you're totally right. It should it should filter out spam calls. Like if someone calls you 5 times in a row from the same number.
All right, so you're saying you have a better AI voice call system than the Smith AI is?
Yeah, we don't use Smith AI. We use we typically use 3. It's first is AnyDead. You probably heard all these: AnyDead, 11 Labs, and Synthflow. Have you heard of those?
Yeah. So do you have any plan for like if they're like is there a human that you can like add on?
Yeah. So that's exactly how it works, right? So first of all, you know, there's 2 sequences, right? So the first sequence is when someone calls the phone number directly, and we'll essentially create you a phone number. It's not going to be your personal like 617 number. It'll be like a different phone number that we create for you, like on Twilio. Once we create that phone number for you, like in your area code,
would I have to switch my business phone number? You're saying?
You don't have to switch it. I mean, most of our clients just add that phone number onto their website or onto their LinkedIn, onto their social profiles, and people can just call that number. So you don't have to switch it. You just have to like add on that phone number. If that makes sense.
That kind of doesn't make sense.
So obviously, did you connect the AI receptionist to that 617 number?
So that's my Grasshopper phone number. So that's my business phone number.
Okay.
And then Smith, it does go to Smith AI through like a transfer or some shit like that. It's a different Smith AI number is weird, I think, but.
Oh, so the 617 number isn't like directly like your personal number from.
Right. Yeah. A lot of different numbers.
That's perfect. We can use that number then. I thought that number was like your personal phone number, where it was like, you know, directly from like a mobile provider like T-Mobile or something.
I don't know, man. My T-Mobile is what I actually have, and that's 351-209-7569.
Okay, no, perfect. That's actually perfect. Then we can just use that 617 number then.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, right, there's either two sequences we can do, right? So whenever a client does call, most of our other client, you know, what we can do is we can have the AI answer the call, or we can essentially have the call go to you. But let's say you're not able to get to the call. That's when the AI can replace you as like that gatekeeper, where it's like, hey, you know, Richard wasn't able to get to the phone call. I'm his personal assistant, you know, XYZ. How can I help you, right? And from there, there's two sequences, right? So
That'd be better than my lady that's just like...
Yeah, and obviously from there, you know, if they need to answer any questions, if they need to limit any tire kickers, they can do that. Now, if they don't know how to answer a specific question, it's not like they're just going to hang up the phone and be like, hey, just send us an email, XYZ. From there on, what it's going to do is it's essentially going to transfer over the call to like a specific number. For example, like if it's they're going to call the 617 number, right? But if they want to transfer over the call to someone else, maybe if it's you, we can connect your personal number into the 617 number. Or let's say you hire a manager, right? And let's say she has her personal phone number. We can connect your manager's phone number into the 617 number. So whenever someone does have a specific question that the AI can't answer, or let's say they're having some sort of issue with booking them on the calendar, like as an appointment, then we can transfer over the call to that specific number. Maybe to you, maybe to your manager. And from there, it's a human-to-human interaction where now you guys can pretty much get it sorted out if the AI can't handle it.
Okay, so I had emailed Smith AI talking about how absurd the prices were.
Yeah.
And I'm still not sure if I'm still gonna have to pay like $240 for those 19 calls that were over my 50 limit. But they offered me, let me check real quick, 80 calls for I think $150 a month.
Okay, that's why we don't use that, because we know sometimes the prices are a little absurd. I just want to quickly show you this right here. So these are some of the agents that we built out for our other clients. So let me just show you exactly how this works, right? So we're gonna go into Neuropath OC. So this is our client right here. And then let me just come back and show you exactly how much it actually is per call.
So you do it, you just directly on 11 Labs?
No, we have end-to-end automations. This is like the front end. So it's like we built the agent out on 11 Labs or Synflow, depending on like what works best for their business. And then we have a back-end automation on end-to-end to pretty much go from there. So yeah, no, this is just the front end. This isn't like even half what we've done for this client. I'm just trying to show you exactly how much it actually is per call, which I can't really seem to find. Let me see here.
So do you guys charge by call or monthly subscription, or how do you guys?
It depends, right? I mean, for a voice receptionist, it can either really go one-time investments, or it can either go a monthly investment. If it is a monthly investment, then we essentially do create you like a specific dashboard like this. This is a dashboard for one of our dental clinics here in Toronto. So this is where they can see the dashboard, you know, how many calls are coming in, how many calls need required follow-ups, tasks, pending tasks. You can also see like the busiest hour as well, like whenever someone calls. So for example, like I guess 10 a.m. was the busiest hour that most people called. Categories, you can see like a pie chart here. You can go into your call logs, you can see how many people called. So you pretty much get your own specific dashboard. And then there's to-do tasks where, you know, there's the time where these people have booked on.
Is that automated? It gives you the to-do list?
Yeah, it's all automated. And there's details,
awesome.
right? Yeah, there's details here as well, right? So for example, we're going to create you a different system.
That's great.
Where it's on Go High Level. So, you know, whenever the AI does get all the transcripts and gets all the descriptions, all of that is pretty much automated into the system. So, you know, whenever one of your therapists wants to take on the patient, the description and the details, their phone number, their email, they're already all automated. So it's pretty much, they just got to read through it. And that's literally the whole thing. They don't have to like ask specific questions. It's literally all just pretty much there for them. That makes sense.
That's great.
Yeah, but that's essentially like one of the systems that we have for them. I mean, just based on this conversation, it really pretty much resonates towards what you're looking for. I assume, you know, obviously I know you need to hire a manager, right? But I mean, that's
what everyone's telling me.
Yeah,
hire a manager, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously, like last thing you want to do is not like work for the business. You want the business to work for you, right? So
expensive. I don't know, like.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you want, you can try it out yourself, right? I mean, you can pretty much create the systems, and then, you know, whenever someone calls and they're not able to answer, the AI's not able to answer a specific question, or let's say someone's trying to book on with the AI, but they have some sort of like weird specific request when they want to book on.
So yeah. So for the month, what is it? What do you charge per month for the system?
It really depends. I mean, everything that we do here is custom. So typically, like this call is just more like a discovery call, see if there is an alignment, and then the next call, like obviously, I know you mentioned that you're only free on Wednesdays. It's more like closing. So like that's when we can go through like pricing. We can go through.
No, dude, like just give me like an idea, man. Like because I can like I can figure it out, dude. Like, you know, I know how to make automations. So like, I need to know if it's worth my time to keep, or if it's worth your time to keep trying to sell me on it, because you know, it depends on the price. If I would buy it or.
Yeah, no, this call was absolutely not best at all. Please do not make these mistakes, guys. I'm being serious.
Because it's a couple YouTube videos away and a couple Claude conversations away, you know, to figure it out.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, just for this specific system built out with the AI receptionist with the dashboard, as well as notifying you that every single lead when it does come in and books on an appointment, it's probably going to be a investment of $2,500 to anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500 for the investment initially. Monthly fee, I'm not too sure. I'll probably have to talk to my developers, but in terms of investment itself with just these specific systems, it's anywhere from 2 to 2,500.
All right, bro. Well, that's gonna be a little too much for me at the moment.
Okay, is
Yeah, this call. Yeah,
it because it's too much, or is it just because it's not really like the investment that you feel like's working for you?
No, it's just like I just think that that's a little too much for me at the moment to spend on it.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Then let's do this, right? Obviously, I want to make sure that I do my due diligence here. So what I can do is more than happy to send some resources over. Still, obviously, I know you mentioned that most of your automations that you've done yourself. So, I really applaud. So what I can do is I can send you over some videos as well as a few case studies, as well as a few testimonials and some YouTube videos on my end that you can watch, see exactly how we built out these systems for our other clients. And at the end of the day, I mean, if it is something that you feel like you can't figure out yourself, obviously feel free to hit us back up. We can see what we can work out. But other than that, like I said, more than happy to send those resources over and we can.
So is Micro or Myro, is that your company?
No, so Myro is actually a specific system.
this is where you just voice crack is crazy. This is where you guys want to get off the call now. Like, get the fuck off. Like, now you're just being this personal adjuster and answering any specific questions. You want to get off, like, right away.
That we create to just pretty much build out these layouts to kind of give you better visual representations. It's not automated. We use Myro for like different automations, but it's not really like a system that you really need to worry about. If that makes sense.
Is it similar? Like that's what you'd use to make the system that you're gonna build for me?
No. Myro is a system where we create like specific like blueprints and like dashboards and like.
Bro, how about this? I'll give you $50 to send me a step-by-step tutorial of how to build the system, and I'll do it all myself.
In system in terms of the AI receptionist.
Yeah, just to give me like a tutorial on like how to build it. You can send that to me, and then I'll build it myself.
Okay. I mean, we don't do that, but I mean, I'm more than happy to do that for you, I guess.
I'll Venmo you, bro. Like it could just be me to you. I mean, you're not gonna get the sale for over 2K, unfortunately. But I'll give you some money for your time, and you can just send me over some instructions.
Sure. No, absolutely. So let me do this then. I don't.
Let's just end the call here. I mean, the video here, guys. Like, I literally can't watch the rest. The rest of this call is just like some bullshit talking about like, here, just answering questions and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please do not make the mistake of doing this shit, please. But yeah, other than that, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. And until next time, I will see you guys very soon. Peace.